Okay, all right. So we'll just get into this then. You guys traveled for a few hours uneventfully before you broke camp. Due to Kyle's proclivities, the camp was broken up into two, with Al and Kyle being about 60 feet away from the bulk of the group. Each of you had your own moments during the night. Well, not during the night, but moments setting up the camp and conversations and stuff like that. And now it's the morning. And first thing in the morning, while everyone's getting up and getting everything together, as I move you down where you belong, no squeak. All right. As everyone's packing up and getting ready to travel, surprisingly, or perhaps not surprisingly enough, both Al and Kyle enter the camp of Tom, Mila, Patrick, and Alicia. And Kyle doesn't really say anything, and he specifically doesn't look at Tom, but by his body language, it's clear that he is willing to travel together the rest of the way to Parents Post.
Cool.
Squee, you mentioned at this point you wanted to interact with the other players. Is that correct?
Maybe.
Okay. That's your face.
I was hoping I'd had time to eat more, but yes.
Sorry. And stalling. I got nothing.
No.
There was one stop along the way towards camp, though.
Pardon me. Sorry.
Wasn't there one stop along the way towards camp?
What do you mean
Where's
by
that?
one stop along the way?
Like, didn't...
Wasn't there a
from
break?
our
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's true. That is true. While you were traveling, you broke for a good 20 minutes or so while Alicia got her bearings as well. And at that time, Patrick went off to experiment, I guess you could say. I can let him fill in.
You were probably just heard shouting in the back, but probably nothing that you could really, like...
Angry
have
shouting,
words.
excited shouting.
Yeah.
Just loud. It doesn't even have any particular like emotions behind it. Just
Oh my god, was he just like yelling at the artifacts to see if they did something?
Yeah.
baby.
You know what I get the image of? You guys remember Pirates of the Caribbean, the first movie, when Jack Sparrow went into the blacksmith and the guy was asleep and he was checking to see how asleep he was and he goes, "Rah!" and then looks like jumps back real quick. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I
Yes.
think of.
Yes.
Like it's just a ring on the ground and Piff's like, "Rah! Huh." No? Okay.
Anyway, that happened as well. But
Okay.
right now we're in the morning of I guess the second day with Alicia and Kyle. So Al, you said you wanted to.
I was going to kind of gather everyone to the side away from the other two.
Okay.
Not too far away, but just so that we could talk without them
Okay.
overhearing. And I was going to be like, hello, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Two questions. One, how much do you think we can spare for these guys when we drop them off? Because
like money wise.
yeah, because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to give them just Actually, Inferno, I was going to ask before we started and I forgot
Sure.
to.
That's fine.
How much, okay, in this kind of world, if we gave them like say 5,000 a piece or something like that, how long would that kind of last? Is that like $5,000 in today's world or is that more or
Yeah,
less?
in equivalent as far as buying meals
Mhm.
and other sort of basic supplies and renting at an inn or something like that. Yeah, it is the equivalent. It is.
Okay.
Like a good meal costs you, like a really good meal costs you like 10 credits. A decent meal costs you 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Spending a night is 50 to 100 credits at an inn.
Okay, good.
know what I
So
mean?
then I know how, I was going to say, because considering after everything they've been through, I honestly don't want to hand them 100 credits and send them on their way. I really think that if you guys are willing, I want to give them enough to maybe get set up because, dear God, they've been through a lot.
Well, that would be nice. I think I I kind of go, I'm not quite sure exactly. We'll see if we can actually find a place that I could sell a few
No, I
things,
tell
and
you
then I
what.
can maybe get some
I
credits.
tell you what. I have pretty
I
much.
have,
I was gonna
I have a
say
10,000 cred stick.
that's yeah. Would you guys be opposed to that? Is anyone need it for anything? I mean, I have pretty much everything I need other than essentials, and I've got more than enough money to cover that. I don't know if you guys had plans
Yeah.
for it or.
I just saying I'm not quite sure how readily I could give you the money is all.
No, I would be willing to use my own cred stick.
We got this off of the bounty hunters, or the guys that siege the town.
Okay,
Oh.
then let's put it this way.
Yeah.
If we give them that cred stick, is anyone going to be hurting?
Oh God, no.
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 I'm gonna be a noob here. Where's our money written down? I can't find it. I'm scrolling all over my page.
I can just imagine Mila like
It
looking
should
for her
be on
cash.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, oh shit, I misplaced my credit stick. It should be on the very last page, Creators.
Oh,
Oh
shit, I
wait,
wasn't
no,
even
it's
look-
not.
Oh,
I lied. I'm a horrible liar. It is on the
It's okay.
second page,
okay.
underneath all your,
Page.
where it says list your equipment on the bottom right-hand corner. It should be
Okay.
there. You have monies.
Which ones? There's
There's
two.
yes, there's universal trade credits, and then there's black market credits, which is what you have. But they're
What's-
pretty much right now. They're pretty much the same, right? Like coalition credit. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I'll be okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, are we agreed on that? Everyone's fine?
Eh,
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. And the other thing I was curious about. Kyle's not really a combat or adventuring type at all. And he's had some serious problems in his life, but hopefully this will help him get started. But what about what's her name again?
Alicia.
Alicia. She seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders. We could, if she's looking for work, we could always invite her along.
True.
I like
As
her.
a person who have a lot of people following me, I go like, whatever.
It might be nice to have
What's
an extra
one
pair of
more?
hands. She looks like she's got a good head on her shoulders, and plus it would give me more time to make sure she heals.
I'm not
can
opposed.
we can offer it to her and see if she'll accept. And if not, then we just hand her 5,000 credits, let her go on her way.
All right.
That
Well,
works for me.
hopefully when she gets to her top form, she might be able to maybe hold a gun.
Right.
Mila.
Oh, you're so lucky.
What?
You're so lucky she's not in earshot, or she would have so much to say to you right now.
Yeah, I know,
Why
but
are
it's
you
Pip's
looking at
character.
me?
He wouldn't think about that.
I know, and I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I just wanna say you're lucky. You said we're doing this aside so the others can't hear. All right. Anyway.
So, okay, we're all agreed. One thing I've been wanting to ask all night, but I had to deal with Kyle. Tom? So,
Yeah?
fire, how's that work?
Oh yeah, do it again. Do it again.
No, no, don't do it again. Just, wow, I've never seen someone do that before. I mean, I've heard stories, but I've never actually seen someone, especially so young. Don't you have to be trained to do that kind of thing?
Something happened.
I'm
to
stepping
me,
on toes,
and
aren't I?
Ever since, yeah, a bit.
I am sorry
A
then.
little bit.
How about we just say this? That was awesome.
Thank you.
Can you teach me how to do it?
It's really hard.
Please. I'm a good learner.
I could try.
Mila's like got like her fingers crossed and just kind of staring at him wide-eyed.
Like,
Sure.
cross so that everyone
I
can see?
Try.
What was that?
Like your fingers are crossed so
Sure,
everyone can see.
Yeah, like.
I can try.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's off looking at something else right now.
All right. So now that Mila has lost all attention in the conversation, Was there anything else that you wanted to bring up before you return to Kyle and Alicia and you guys get set to travel the road again?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Unless anyone else has something they
I'm
want to
good.
bring up. No?
You guys better hurry because Mila's
No.
heading over to Kyle and she's saying something about how she's going to learn how to do magic.
Oh, no.
No, no.
All right, someone better stop her.
Who's going to stop me? I'm going.
I'm gonna go up to Mila and put an arm around her shoulder and just kind of like we're walking this way the whole way, but I'm just kind of directing her to the side.
just
Like it was the
steer her
plan
away
all
from Kyle.
along, right? Like we're just walking, put an arm around her shoulder, and just keep on going to the left.
And Mila doesn't fight it. She just follows along, still talking about learning how to use fire.
All right. With that entertaining escapade, I think the group should resume their travel. Alicia is very confident that she knows where she is now, and she figures you guys can reach Parents Post by in about 3 to 4 hours' time.
Woo.
As you travel, things are mostly uneventful. However, about halfway through, when you travel another good 10 miles or so, your body armor has life support and a small computer in it that gauges that. And sure enough, as you travel along the road, everyone who's wearing body armor, so it's you four, but Alicia and Kyle don't have any, you get a small alarm, and the message "radiation imminent" comes up. So there's clearly some sort of radioactive source nearby. You have a few choices. You can leave, obviously, the non-protected people out away from that area and investigate. Or you can circumvent the area and continue your way on to Parents Post.
How does the suit?
No, unfortunately it doesn't tell you how high the radiation is or how deadly. What happens is that you would need an actual Geiger counter, which right now you guys don't possess.
Wait, what?
A Geiger counter?
Oh.
She
Something
doesn't.
that measures radiation?
What do you have that you tried to tie someone up with?
The Geiger counter.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Never mind, you have a Geiger counter.
We can't measure this without a Geiger counter, and Mila's just like holding one.
Sorry, I didn't memorize all your equipment. I should-
No,
it's
no,
okay.
no, no.
It was just
She's
funny
holding
because
one. She's holding one, looking at it, and going, "Yeah, you can't do it without a Geiger counter."
All I got is this
Impossible.
rope.
Speaking of did you get back my rope?
Yes,
Or
and I
is that,
didn't
like,
even cut it up,
you-
so you should have it full back intact and everything.
Jesus. Okay. Woo! Strike 1 point for the DM. All right. So, reading Mila's Geiger counter, you can tell right now that the radiation is very light. Your body armor offers at least minimal radiation, so you feel that once you get to a certain number of rads, okay, I'll just be completely clear with you right now. I don't know. I don't know radiation measurements, and I don't want to spend the time looking it up right now. So what I'll do is I'll be like, you can use your Geiger counter as a tool, and once you get to a point where you don't feel like your armor can take it anymore, I'll let you know that you can back off. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Since I am well learned in mechanics and I have reading sensor equipment,
Uh-huh.
could I give a good estimate to where that might be?
Oh, you mean actually track the source? Yeah, definitely give me a skill roll.
Right.
Oh, you little skill bunny, you.
Mhm.
Funny.
Nope.
Oh.
No.
No, the radiation is too spread out along too wide of an area for you to accurately pinpoint it.
Well, if you guys want to go explore it, I'm not sure it's necessarily the best thing to do given our passengers. so to speak. But you're welcome to. But I'm going to stay back with them and make sure they're okay and nothing happens to them, because I'm not going to leave two malnourished, barely strong enough to stand people by themselves.
I want to just circumvent this.
Yeah, we'll go either way.
Would like to explore. Dangerous, though.
You can always come back.
We could do that.
Agreed. You still have Diego's computer, which has very accurate mapping of the area. You could always mark it on that map.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Patrick also has a personal computer, but there is some specific mapping software that was on Diego's computer that you could utilize if you wanted.
All right. I'm probably going to use land navigation to accurately mark down where I think we are at the moment and where I think the spot would be.
Wonderful. It's basic enough that you don't even need to roll. I'll just say that you succeed. It's a really basic task, so there's no point to do a skill check on it. You can just do it. And so after that's done, do you want to just continue your way on to Parent's Post?
Yes.
Sounds
Wonderful.
good.
Okay, so you travel on for a few more hours, and sure enough, the kind of woodsy area starts to clear a little bit. It's clear that you're approaching a large lake, and that this civilization is just on the edge of that water source. Alicia's been and worked at Parent's Post quite a bit, and so she fills you in while you're traveling. Parent's Post was founded and is currently run by a man named Dan Finger. His finger, she puts in air quotations, Finger Parent. He's a master trader who came across a large amount of wealth and founded his own pretty much trading hub. It's a well-protected area. It's probably the biggest town in the 100-mile radius. She's like, oh, maybe closer to 75. Either way, it serves as a really good trading hub between a town called Laszlo and a town called Ipsheming, or Northern Gun, which is known as a major weapons manufacturer. She says that it's a good place to find work, and it's a really good place to stay. It definitely beats roughing it out in the woods. As a caravan guard, she's worked for a lot of the caravans that go in and out from there all the time. And so she says, once we get to the actual town itself, I'll probably want to check into the clinic that they have there. And while we go there, I can point out some things for you if you want.
Okay.
She says there's nothing to fear. Parent's a decent guy. She admits that he's a bit of a control freak when it comes to security and especially when it comes to trade. But he's a decent fellow. There's not.
For my own reference, Parn was the guy. What we were, the people we first fought said Parn hired them, right?
Well, if you want to check, I can give you a link to that audio log again. It would still be on that computer. You can give it one more listen. The reference to Parn is just in the first audio log.
Okay, sure.
I can get that for you if you like.
Yeah, because my memory is poop.
Well, that's okay. It's been a matter of weeks now, so like out of game.
Poop,
so
I say.
Let me just get the the link there. It's 25 seconds long, so you should be okay. And this one I'll just put in our general chat.
Mm-hmm.
Piff, do you want to listen to it too? I will put it on. I'll give it to you individually since you have a different computer for your mic.
All right, I will play this. It should be able to be picked up by the recording and stream and stuff.
Goddamn Parn. We've been wandering around here for the past 3 weeks and haven't found this goddamn artifact he's looking for. Well, there's only another 50-mile area. What the hell? Let's find this goddamn thing and wipe our debt clean. Getting sick of this. And Gino's starting to smell.
All right. Well, since I'm listening to the audio log, Can I play it for Alicia and then basically just ask her and tell her these men, when we came across them, had subjugated an entire village and raped and murdered many, many of the villagers and were generally very, very awful people. Does this sound like the type of person Parn normally works with?
She takes a listen to it, and she sounds a little confused. She's like, well, I've been out at it for a few months, but Parent sometimes hires bounty hunters or people to do tasks for him. Sometimes they can be a little rough, but I don't know Parent to release a group of horrible individuals against a town. Where was this town? Asking, and do you know what it was called?
I don't know if we ever did learn what it was called. It was
You
a
did,
small
actually.
village. Yeah, it was a
Parn's Post?
No, that's where we are now.
No.
Oh, the other town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a small village. Now, I mean, it's always possible that he...
It's called Fletcher.
Oh, Fletcher.
Yeah. And she shakes her head. She's like, no. She's like, Perrin trades with Fletcher. His caravans show up there twice a year. I've guarded it myself. He'd have no reason to want it to be destroyed or taken over by these guys.
I see.
She's like, if I were willing to guess, they acted on their own. But who knows? Maybe in the last couple months, the guy's lost his mind. Maybe we should be careful.
Well, I was more wondering maybe he just hired them and didn't necessarily check their resumes too much. I'm trying to figure out if he's someone decent enough to talk to or someone to stay away from.
She's like, oh, he's pretty friendly. He actually likes to at least have a conversation with everyone who enters Perrin's Post, so I'm sure Finger won't mind.
Say, Patrick, if we're hunting for a magical relic anyway, might as well be paid to do it. Might be worth paying the guy a visit.
That means I'd have to give him that. I don't want to do that.
Well, that's a good enough point. Never mind then. Then I forget I mentioned it.
Well, speaking of the thing that he wants, this is probably along the same lines as something that he would like. I'll say this out loud, sure. I'm curious on how he even got the information that it was here. So, just thinking about that and maybe even thinking out loud something along the lines of, I wonder why he wants this particular artifact and if he's done this before, so he might have other artifacts. And just kind of, like, thinks back and forth of going, like, should I try to find him and see if he actually sells artifacts? Or is it something I should try to avoid because I have artifacts?
Well, there's only one way to find out, I guess, eh?
In my experience, it's always better to know a person and know what they're capable of or what they're like than to guess. And if we
Right.
really are thinking about going after this magical artifact, whether for him or not, if he's interested in it, I'd much rather know who our competition might be.
Right.
Which I suppose
I
now...
just-
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I think we should probably get down to the fact about this this artifact either being one of these things and holds up kind of like clunkily the large stone and some like other like gems and whatnot. And he kind of goes like, one of these things he probably wants. So if he does have a thorough checking post and we don't want him to know that we have this, we might need to hide it somehow.
Well, if you want to hide it somewhere and come back for it, that's fine. You could let me hold on to it.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
I could hide it. I could hide it. I'm really good at hiding things.
Sure.
Okay. Mila goes over and is like holding out her hands, like, give it to me.
Okay.
Wait.
Uh,
Will you remember where you hide it?
Is that important?
yes.
You know what, Patrick? How about you let me hold on to it? I'm pretty good at hiding things, too.
Without particularly any second thought, I turn towards Patrick.
Mila kind of looks dejected. Like,
Mila,
You
Mila,
obtain-
if
Mila
you,
can't do it.
Mila, can you hide this for me? And I give her like the laser scalpel.
Mila looks really excited and she grabs and's like, "You betcha I can!" And she runs off.
Thank you. I probably should not
Comes
have
back
given her my
a few
laser
moments
scalpel.
later.
Yeah.
I
Put the
hope
laser
you're
scalpel in your inventory now, Mila, because you have that.
I have like signal flares and stuff. Why did I give her the laser scalpel?
Oh.
You actually use
I-
that.
Yeah, you do.
You're not gonna see that again.
Wait, yeah. I was gonna say, I was gonna say, like I'm thinking about like Mila.
Hmm?
Where did you put the laser scalpel?
I hate it.
Where?
Over there. She kind of points in a few different directions.
Oh, no.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, are you continuing on?
What do I need to put in my inventory now?
So
Well, you need
what
to
you
take
have,
your laser scalpel.
Yeah, I already
and
did that
either
one.
Give it to Neela,
Yes.
or just erase it, because I don't know if you're gonna remember.
Wait. Oh no. Okay, Inferno. I gotta ask. Did I think about this before I handed it to her or not?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't sound like you thought about
Okay,
it.
because
No, you didn't.
I was just thinking, man, I could have handed her a signal flare, and she probably never would have known the difference.
No, she
No,
wouldn't.
yeah, but unfortunately, I
Yeah,
guess
no, it's fine.
say in your
My
case
mistake.
to appeal to her. Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
my
You
mistake.
Fucked up.
It's fine. Okay. What am I putting in my inventory from Patrick?
Okay.
you are obtaining 2 gems, which are generally in the smaller size range.
Mm-hmm.
One sort of as big as maybe like an Xbox, maybe. And a ring. And I point at the ring and I go, "This is probably what he's looking for. So this one in particular, we should probably not show anyone."
Got it. Okay, and then I just slip him into my armor somewhere.
Okay. All right, wonderful. Well, now that you're all set there, you can continue on. You can see that the area opens the woods do open up quite a bit to an area that's been clearly cultivated, I guess you could say. Farmland dots the landscape with small collections of houses grouped up. However, that's all in the peripheral of the main area, which is Parn's Post. And interestingly enough, it seems to be fashioned like an old, almost colonial fortification with wooden barricades and what you can appear wooden buildings, wooden parapets, wooden guard posts. It has a very, almost like a rustic or pioneer feel to it. However, as a complete, I guess you could say, contrast against that very colonial look are a few large robots, a good 20 to 40 feet tall, kind of patrolling the outside area. They don't attack.
Before we get close enough, I'm going to probably is anybody riding with me?
Yeah, Kyle and Alicia are, because you have the most space.
Okay. I'm gonna stop and probably try to signal the other people to maybe come back or something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out and go to Al and the rest, Mila and Tom. I'm gonna try to wave them all over, but in particular Al. I go, "I just realized we're carrying a dead body of a guy that we're going to just hired.
All right. there's that.
I don't see a problem here.
Look, me neither.
Alicia says the same thing. She's like, if he's as bad as you say he is, I don't think you